Today I'm going to show you a brief makeover of this section. It was basically the neighborhood kitty litter box and full of weeds and some ratty looking sedum. So sit back and check it out. Oh, and one more thing. What you don't see on this video is the Japanese garden junipers that we dug up out of here. We dug up 3 huge junipers out of here. So I still have a lot of cleanup to do and then get some new plants in here. This section of my garden faces west and it also faces the street. And behind me is the gate which leads into our backyard and our trash can area. This is also a very hot and dry section of our garden during the summertime as it gets really hot late afternoon sun. And it's also what I call a stop and go project. I worked on this, or actually my husband and I worked on this over a period of a month. Now what you're seeing here is nut grass. I think it's also called sedge and is really tough to pull out. You have to get in there with a shovel. And you can see the box of soil or the bag of soil there. I did add some additional soil to this garden. And we also decided to add rock instead of mulch. Mulch or wood chips, we found that the cats still will go in there. They'll just kind of kick the mulch or the wood chips aside. So rock is best for us. Things are shaping up. Okay, this is some type of Kalanchoe hybrid. And that is going to be going right in this hole, and I'm going to pull out some of the sedum. So it's going to go right about there. Okay, we picked up some more rock, so my husband will be laying it down pretty soon, but I need to plant one more plant in this section. I'll show you the other. The grass that you see to the left is my neighbor's property, so you can see that this is definitely a hot and dry section. Okay, this is the plant I want to plant in that section, and this is a Delosperma, and you can see it's blossoming, and I want to take it out of this pot mainly because it's such a pretty pot and you can't really enjoy the pot with the way this is hanging over, so I'll probably put a cacti in here instead. But first I have to attempt to get this plant out, which will be a trick because if you notice, the midsection of the pot is wider than the top. So I could end up wrecking the plant. I'd rather wreck the plant than wreck the pot, but let's see if I can get it out of here. Let's see if this works. Need to loosen up the soil around the edge of the pot. Yeah, this is going to be a problem. I will put a link up above in the right-hand corner if you'd like to see the video of when I first purchased this plant and when I potted it up. This is almost impossible. This plant is getting mangled. Okay, I'm just cutting around the root ball in the middle. Maybe I can save it. I think removing this plant out of the pot was the hardest part of our project. This lives, it'll be a miracle. Okay, it's hanging up right here. What do you know? Okay, if it lives, I'll be shocked. Okay, let that be a lesson. Only tall cacti that does not have a massive root ball to go in this type of pot, or something that you don't mind getting wrecked. The pot's intact, so that's good news. The Delosperma is now in the ground, and hopefully it will live a long and prosperous life. So now you can see the finished garden. We will be adding a few more plants in here down the road, but for now I'm just going to see how everything takes in here. And there you can see I had some ghost plants, some paraguense and some aloe here, some more aloe. And then I have a Kalanchoe luciae paddle plant, a small mangave. And if things get too big, I can always move them in other locations. And once again, there is the Delosperma. Let's keep our fingers crossed for that plant. And here is the other side of the walkway. It could use a few more larger rocks in here, but that will be down the road also. And this, I can't remember what it's called, but it is a California native, that plant that you saw right there to the left a second ago. And some more aloe. Sedum, eventually I want to get rid of all of it out of here. It just gets too raggy looking. And here is another Kalanchoe luciae. All right, that is it for now. Check back with me again to see what I'm up to, and thank you so much for watching. You guys are really appreciated. Take care.